So here it is. I printed a pretend shopping list so you can have an idea of the dates. So on the top, you're going to see the beginning date that you can start shopping and the end date that you can shop. And then you can see the items that we're going to look for at the market. The only thing that is money is the $11 for fruits and vegetables. So in case you spend 20, you can just pay the difference. It's easy to add it up. Let's say you bought bananas and strawberries and oranges, and it was about $15. So then you pay the difference at the cashier. Everything else are items. This is the book that you probably received with your package. And here you can see the different colors that are dividing the items in groups. So you're going to take a look at this book before you go shopping at the market. We really do recommend that you can take a look at the book before, look at the names and the brands. So, like here, the Barilla whole grain, here, the Ronzoni, the breads, to have an idea of what kinds of breads are approved. So, you can have an idea before you have to look for at the market, especially for the cereal part. It's too many cereals. So it's a whole aisle. So if you scan each item, it's really hard. So it's best for you to see in the book and then you know which one you were looking for. When you get to the shopping for fruits and vegetables, you're going to see here $11 for fruits and vegetables. You can buy anything and you can look for some that have the tags. Some of them have and some don't, but for fruits and vegetables, doesn't matter. So looking at the list, the peanut butter or bean or dry beans, you have to buy one item, either the peanut butter or the dry beans. You're going to choose one or the other. So look at the brand here with the tag. So that one you can. So it's easier than scanning all the products. So look at this one, the smaller tag. So here it is, the dry beans that you can buy, the black, the peas. So here, for example, you don't see the tag showing that is WIC approved. So it's a way of you trying the scanner. You know that is an approved product. So here are the canned beans. So this is an option. If you want this one, you have to let us know so we can change ahead. It's not on your regular package. So here it is, 36 ounces of cereal on your shopping list. So this is a combination of more than one box, usually one, two, or three. And look how many cereal we have in the cereal aisle. So imagine if you had to scan each one to find out if it's WIC approved or not. It will take a long time. So that's why I recommended looking at the book ahead. And they are usually in alphabetical order when you get to the aisle. So just to show, this one is WIC approved. So you can see the small little sign on the tag. Before choosing, you have to look for the size of the box so you can see how many boxes you can get. In this case, this one has 12 ounces. So if you pick 3 boxes of this one, you would have 3 boxes, but not doesn't happen for all of them. Like this one, WIC approved, another WIC approved cereal. So you can pick different flavors, different variety. Sometimes the kids like one over the other. I usually tell moms, you might pick the one from WIC and maybe mix with the boxes that you have at home. So like this one, this variety, you have more than one flavor, like vanilla, cinnamon. So you can even mix the flavors within the same bowl for your child. This one is the cornflakes, which not used so much because I know the kids prefer the one with sugar. WIC does not provide that. But in case of this one that is only the cornflakes, you can blend it and make like a corn flour and use at home in many other recipes if you don't want to use as a cereal or your child doesn't like, or you can mix with the one that they like, half and half, until you make the whole transition. This one is for people that like some almonds and a little bit, a hint of honey. So look for Many varieties you can shop. So I'm here on the same aisle as the cereal in this store. So sure, it's different in each store. You can find the oatmeal that is approved by WIC. So before was only this one, natural. But now we do have this other variety right here. And we have the individual packages with not many flavors. If you buy the oatmeal, you're not gonna be able to buy the other whole grain. So here on the whole grain bread or whole grains, you can shop rice or pasta instead of the bread. You don't have to buy just the bread. So the variation would be 2 boxes of pasta. So you have the Barilla and the tags. And if you look in your book, you're going to see the other brands. So like this one, the Ronzoni brand, that it's approved. You just cannot buy this one exactly because it's not whole grain. That's why you don't see the tag. So it does need to be whole grain, the brands that are there. It's really hard, the market that do not have Barilla. Shopping list that I printed do not have yogurt. The person did not choose that. But usually you can add that in your package. And we give the 1 unit of 32 ounces. So you have to look for the size, 32 ounces. So these are the yogurts that you can buy, not the small package, like the individual packages. And you can see the WIC tag from far away, the big one. Sometimes you have the rounded smaller one right by the price. So the left one, yogurt, you can see that is whole grain. And the one on the right with the greenish color, it's low fat. You do need to pay attention on that because if you're buying for a child to 2 years, it's whole milk yogurt, okay? But if it's for you or for an older child, has to be low fat. So make sure you look into that because sometimes the mothers will scan the whole fat on that brand, and for some reason they might put it on the shelf and pick the wrong one that was right on the side. So you can see the strawberry flavor and the plain. So here we're in this cheese session. So if you choose a pound of cheese, these are the cheeses that you can buy, the packages with a block. So you can see the varieties, you can see the tags. So very easy to find. You can choose to the shredded package, but you have to make sure that has a pound. And here it is, the string cheeses, but this one, they don't have the one that we give. So if you look, the tag is there. It was supposed to be here, but they don't have it, but it's the string cheese. And here it is, very easy, a dozen of eggs. Here's the tag, easy to find. So here's the milk, it's easy. So the one on the left is the gallon milk, whole milk, and on the right, the low fat one. Really easy to find with the tag. This is the gallon one. Sometimes you have the quart because if you choose cheese and yogurt, we break it down the dairy. So you have to buy this package smaller, a quarter. So here I am at the long life milk. So this is the long life milk that does not need refrigeration till it's open. So if your milk is this one, you still need to pay attention to see if it's low fat or the 1% that is all the way to the left. If it's whole, today they don't have it, but it's usually here where you can see the empty space. We are in the bakery aisle, and this one is the dry milk that some people can choose to. So here we are on the juice aisle. So I always ask that you look in the book, the many brands that you can find and the varieties of flavor, because there are some limitations. The only one that does not have much limitation is Juicy Juice. So if it's 100% juice, you can buy any flavor. And you can see the tag saying it's approved by WIC. So the other ones, you have to find the brand and really find the flavor that you can buy within that brand. Like it's usually one, two, the most would be three. So some brands, it's very, I think I only found one. This one from Welch is approved and has calcium. So it's really a good option for some kids that do not drink enough milk. So it's a very good option. And another variety that you can choose, it's tomato juice. So this would be an option for you to buy versus buying the milk. It's only tomato blended, and you can buy this and do your tomato sauce at home. So there are some options with vegetables for, some kids that are a little bit picky. So it's a healthier option. So this is just a variation of the juice. So it's the frozen juice. So you can see that you have an option, but you have to let us know so we can change ahead. So here we are at the bread aisle. It's a little bit harder. You really do need to look at the tag, check the name of the bread to see if it's the right size, if it's whole grain. And it's always try to use the app to check or your book. This is the Sara Lee brand. That is the one that is easier to find. And you can see there is no tag. So basically I hope this video helped you. And in case you have questions, call us.